So today I'm going to do an easy pasta bake, and this is basically a refrigerator and pantry raid recipe. So to start, you'll want to brown and cook 1 pound of lean ground beef. Mine is actually semi-frozen. I'm going to do the best I can today. Now you can season and spice your ground beef the way you like. I'm adding 1 beef bouillon cube. I'm using Knorr brand. I'm also going to add some garlic powder, around a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of that. I'm going to add a full tablespoon of dried minced onion. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano leaves, and I'm also adding some rosemary with cracked black pepper. Now, the ratios are definitely up to you. I will list what I used today in the description below. So I've cooked and browned my ground beef, so I'm going to shut the heat off. And now I'm going to add my sauce. Typically, I like to add a 24-ounce jar of my favorite store-bought spaghetti sauce with 8 fluid ounces of heavy cream, but I'm using creamy tomato bisque, and it is 32 ounces. So it'll go perfect for this. Now, I typically don't add this, but I had it in my fridge to use, so I'm going for it. So once that's added, you'll want to just give it a really good mix and let it hang out. So now for the pasta, I'm going to add salt to my boiling water, and I am going to be using 1 pound of pasta. It can be pasta of your choice. I happen to have linguine. I typically like to use spaghetti noodles or even penne pasta, but this is what I've got. So I'm breaking it in half to make it more manageable, and I'm going to boil that for about 9 minutes. So I'm going to take around 1 cup to 1.5 cups of my meat sauce, and I'm going to mix in 1 large egg. This will help bind the pasta bake, so when you let it set after baking, you can get these clean cuts. It's not necessary. It's still going to be good without it, but this is why I like to add the egg. So here I have a 9 by 13 baking dish. I've oiled it, and I will be using 8 ounces of low moisture mozzarella cheese and some grated Parmesan cheese. You can actually use the cheese of your choice. Use what you got. So my pasta is done. I'm going to add it right into my baking dish. And now I'm going to mix the pasta with that reserved meat sauce where I added the egg to it. And I'm just going to combine and mix well. Now I'm going to add a layer of my cheeses right on top of the noodles. Next, I'm going to add all of my meat pasta sauce right on top. Now I'm just going to top it off with the rest of my cheeses, and I'm going to bake this uncovered in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 35 minutes. So my pasta bake is done, and here's the toughest part. You want to let this set. Now you can definitely serve it, but it's going to slide everywhere and it's going to be really hot. So I like to let it set for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to garnish with some dried parsley and then serve. I like to garnish with some extra Parmesan cheese and some dried parsley, and this is an easy pasta baked meal. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching!